Hi guys, so I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys the first time that I had ever went vegan and kind of the thoughts that went through my head and my experience. So the first time I ever went vegan, I watched a documentary from Gary Urofsky, and he talks about veganism, but he doesn't just talk about veganism, he talks about it from the perspective of the consumer and the responsibility that we have as a consumer, and the fact that we're all being lied to and deceived by big brand companies, which is true. So yeah, so it just made me reflect on my life, on the choices that I was making, the things around me. That's the one thing that I think for anybody that wants to be vegan, you got to really look at the things that are around you. What do you want for your life? Do you agree with animal abuse? The kind of a person that you are, like I am a compassionate person. I care about animals. I love people. I think that the world would be a better place if we all stopped, having hate and war and stuff like that. And, so then I came to realize that being vegan it's just really simple and easy, and it makes sense to me because that's the kind of person I am and that's what I stand for. And it just kind of helped put everything into perspective on, what I want to stand for and the kind of example that I want to be to my daughter. Because, as my daughter's 2 right now, as a little kid, all little kids love animals and they love little animals, and then having to sit there and turn around and tell them to eat that, I don't know, for me that's just something that I don't want to do, but and also, you gotta think about it, just like in his documentary, he talked about, if you have a child sitting there and you put down a bunny and you put down an apple, are they going to play with the bunny and eat the apple, or the other way around? And, they're gonna play with the bunny and have love for the bunny. And, I think all people, we love animals, and if we really love animals, we can't sit there and eat them and say that we love them. Because the truth of the matter is that however you want to boil it down, that it does matter what you consume every day, that you can make a huge, wide impact and a huge, wide change in the world. Because a lot of times I come across people and they're like, well, not everybody's going to go vegan, so, it's just going to always be that way. And, that's not true. The more and more people that it become more and more enlightened, the more, this is the biggest movement in American history ever. And why? Because people are realizing, people are getting sick. Like me, I got severely sick, and I got to the point where I didn't need the pills. I didn't need the pills that the doctors were giving me. I didn't need that stuff. I felt better myself. I didn't need IBS medication. I didn't need, I didn't need all that. And that's because I just changed my diet. That's all I did. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go out and stop all your medications or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying personally, for me, that was my experience. The only things that I've done to really help better myself is be vegan and and do meditations, and those things have greatly helped my life to be better, to do more. I feel better. I have more energy to do things, and it's all because I went vegan. And it's not an overnight fix. It's not an overnight thing. I mean, you got to give yourself a break. You poisoned yourself for plenty of years, eating and consuming things that our bodies aren't naturally meant to consume. So of course you're going to feel crappy. You're going to go through a detox period. You're going to go through that kind of thing. But it does get better and you feel better. And yeah, and knowing the truth and exposing yourself to the truth and realities of and thinking about what's going on around you, looking at what's going on around you. What do you stand for? What's important to you? What's important to you? What do you want to see different in the world? What you know, and a lot of that starts with your food and what you put in your stomach, and you know, buying the things that you're going to buy, and what are you going to support, and what are you going to stand up for, and what are you going to believe in, and what are you going to, you know, what do you want to be? What do you want to teach your children? You know, and for me, I can't teach my kids that, yeah, we're going to have animals. You know, we love animals. They're so cute. And then we're going to kill them. I can't do that. I can tell her the reality when she gets a little bit older that people do kill them, but it's not necessary. Eating animals, I don't care what anybody says, it's not necessary for consumption. We don't need it to survive. And just because it tastes good and just because it's convenient doesn't mean that it's okay to put animals through suffering, and I'm never ever going to agree with that. So, but that's just my thoughts. That's just what I've went through and had to look at when the first time that I went vegan. So I hope this helps somebody. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. And leave a comment down below on what happened to you when you first went vegan. The kinds of things that you experienced, the kinds of things people say to you, or even just, you know, what do you stand for? You know, what do you stand for? What do you, you know, share with me? Because I like to learn from people too, their experiences and things like that. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your Monday, week, and all that stuff. And I hope you have a good one. Peace and love, and until next time.